tornado, at its core, is a violently rotating column of air. It's not just a strong wind, it's a concentrated vortex, a swirling mass of atmospheric energy. Imagine a giant invisible drill bit carving its way through the sky. This rotating column is what defines a tornado, setting it apart from other weather phenomena. This powerful column stretches from the heart of a thunderstorm, specifically a supercell, all the way down to the ground, creating a tangible and terrifying connection between the sky and the earth. It's this connection that makes a tornado so destructive, as it brings the storm's energy directly to the surface. Often visible due to condensation, dust and debris, a tornado is a spinning vortex, a tangible manifestation of nature's raw energy. It's a display of power that can both fascinate and terrify, a reminder of the forces that shape our world. The sheer speed of the rotation is what gives a tornado its destructive potential. Tornadoes are most often born from powerful supercell storms, the most intense type of thunderstorm. These supercells are characterized by their rotating updrafts, known as mesocyclones, which are the key ingredient for tornado formation. The conditions within these storms are just right for the development of these destructive vortices. Tornadoes form when this atmospheric rotation, already present within the supercell, tightens and descends towards the ground. This tightening is like a figure skater pulling their arms in to spin faster. The rotation intensifies, creating a more focused and powerful vortex. As the rotation intensifies and descends, it forms a dangerous funnel, a visible sign of the impending danger. This funnel is the part of the tornado that most people recognize, and it's a clear indication that a powerful vortex is present. This funnel can appear suddenly, seemingly out of nowhere, emerging from the dark and ominous storm clouds. One moment the sky might seem threatening, and the next, a fully formed tornado is bearing down. And when it makes contact with the ground, it can leave lasting destruction in its wake. Buildings can be leveled, trees uprooted, and debris scattered for miles. The force of a tornado is truly devastating. Tornadoes come in many shapes and sizes. Some can look like slender ropes, twisting and turning across the landscape. These rope tornadoes are often in the dissipating stage of their life cycle, but they can still be dangerous. Others appear as massive wedges, wide and imposing, capable of causing widespread damage. These wedge tornadoes are often the most powerful and destructive, with winds exceeding 200 miles per hour. And though their lifespan is often brief, sometimes lasting only a few minutes, the impact they leave behind can last for generations. Their impact is unforgettable, a stark reminder of the power of nature and the importance of preparedness. The devastation they cause etches itself into the memories of those who experience it. More than just wind, a tornado is a complex system of forces. A tornado is a structured, organized vortex, a swirling column of air with a defined pattern and behavior. It's not just random turbulence, it's a highly organized system. It's an awe-inspiring and terrifying connection between cloud and earth, a dramatic display of atmospheric power. This connection is what allows the tornado to transfer energy from the storm to the ground, causing so much damage. Understanding this phenomenon, learning about the conditions that create tornadoes and the factors that influence their behavior is the first step. It's the first step to respecting its power, acknowledging the immense forces at play. And ultimately, it's the first step to knowing how to stay safe when the skies turn ominous and the threat of a tornado looms. Knowing what to do can save lives. Tornadoes can form almost anywhere, but some regions are especially prone to their creation. The most famous is Tornado Alley in the central United States, where warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico collides with cool, dry air from the Rockies and Canada, creating ideal conditions for supercell storms. Other hotspots include South America's tornado corridor, parts of Australia, South Africa, and even Europe, where tornadoes, though less intense, still occur. The key ingredient everywhere is the rapid rise of warm, moist air over cooler, drier air, fuel for rotating storms. Wherever these conditions exist, the potential for tornadoes follows. Tornadoes, nature's most violent storms, are born from a complex interplay of atmospheric forces. They are not random events, but rather the result of specific conditions aligning in a precise and often unpredictable manner. They emerge from a perfect storm of atmospheric ingredients, a confluence of factors that create the ideal environment for these destructive forces to manifest. It's a delicate balance where temperature, moisture, and wind all play crucial roles. The process often begins with warm, moist air near the ground. This air, heated by the sun-baked earth, holds a tremendous amount of energy ready to be unleashed. This warm, moist air acts as the primary fuel source, feeding and intensifying severe thunderstorms, the very breeding grounds for tornadoes. The more warm, moist air available, the greater the potential for a powerful storm. Simultaneously, a layer of cool, dry air aloft plays a critical role. This cooler air, often found in the upper atmosphere, acts as a lid, trapping the warm, moist air below. This creates significant instability in the atmosphere, a volatile situation where the warm air is desperate to rise and the cool air is resisting. This tension is a key ingredient in tornado formation. When a trigger, like an approaching weather front, a change in wind direction, or even a localized area of surface heating, suddenly lifts the warm air, breaking through the cap of cool air above, the warm air, now free from its constraint, rises rapidly and violently, accelerating upwards with incredible force. This rapid ascent forms a powerful updraft, a column of rising air that becomes the engine driving the storm's development. But the story doesn't end there. Wind shear, the change in wind speed or direction with altitude, is another crucial element. It's where winds at different altitudes blow at varying speeds or directions, creating a complex and dynamic wind environment. This wind shear generates a horizontal rolling motion in the air, like a giant invisible cylinder spinning parallel to the ground. The powerful updraft then tilts this rolling air vertically, lifting one end of the cylinder upwards and transforming it into a rotating column of air within the storm. This process causes the entire storm to rotate, a phenomenon that dramatically increases its intensity and destructive potential. This rotating storm is now classified as a mesocyclone, a precursor to tornado formation. As this rotation tightens and intensifies, drawing in more and more air, the storm becomes increasingly organized and dangerous. Under the right conditions, a visible vortex, known as a funnel cloud, may descend from the cloud base, a sign that a tornado is imminent. If this rotating column of air makes contact with the ground, a tornado is born, a violent manifestation of atmospheric instability. It's a dramatic and destructive result of colliding air masses, a testament to the raw power of nature. Tornadoes come in many shapes and sizes, each revealing something about their strength and stage of life. Rope tornadoes are thin and often weak, while classic stovepipe tornadoes are more organized and powerful. The most destructive are wedge tornadoes, massive, wide, and capable of obliterating everything in their path. A tornado's color depends on the debris it picks up: black over dark soil, red over clay, or nearly white if there's little dust. Sizes range from a few dozen meters to over 3 kilometers wide. This diversity in form and color reflects the complex forces at play within each storm. No two tornadoes are ever quite the same. The true danger of a tornado lies in its concentrated, ferocious winds. Even weak tornadoes can exceed 65 miles per hour, snapping trees and damaging roofs. Stronger tornadoes unleash winds over 110 miles per hour, tearing apart homes and hurling vehicles. The rarest, most violent tornadoes can surpass 200 miles per hour, sweeping houses from foundations and scouring the ground itself. Flying debris turns everyday objects into deadly missiles. The combination of wind speed, pressure drops, and debris creates a catastrophic environment. This is why tornadoes are among nature's most feared weather events. To measure tornado strength, scientists use rating scales based on the damage left behind. The original Fujita scale and its modern successor, the Enhanced Fujita, F scale, rank tornadoes from F0, light damage, to EF5, incredible destruction. The EF scale considers how well structures are built, using detailed damage indicators to estimate wind speeds. In Europe, the Toro scale ranks tornadoes by wind speed from T0 to T11. These scales provide a common language for scientists and emergency responders to assess and communicate tornado intensity. Accurate ratings help us learn from past events and build safer communities. Understanding these scales is key to grasping a tornado's true power. Studying tornadoes requires advanced technology and courageous observation. Doppler radar is the meteorologist's main tool, detecting storm rotation before a tornado forms. Ground reports from trained storm spotters confirm radar findings and help trigger timely warnings. Storm chasers, both scientists and enthusiasts, gather close-up data on wind, pressure, and structure, improving our understanding of tornado behavior. This combination of technology and human observation has increased tornado warning lead times to around 13 minutes. The ultimate goal: save lives by predicting tornadoes more accurately. Every new insight brings us closer to outsmarting nature's most violent winds. Tornadoes are full of surprises beyond their destructive power. Their approach is often described as sounding like a freight train or jet engines, a deep, growing roar. Tornadoes have a life cycle. They form, mature, and dissipate, often ending as a twisting rope before vanishing. Most tornadoes in the northern hemisphere spin counterclockwise, but rare anticyclonic tornadoes spin the opposite way. The myth that opening windows protects your home is false. Debris and wind cause the damage, not pressure differences. The only safe action is to seek shelter immediately. Tornadoes remind us that nature's mysteries are as fascinating as they are dangerous. Tornado safety starts long before the storm clouds gather. It begins with having a well-thought-out plan, a strategy that everyone in your household understands and can execute without hesitation. Crucial to this plan is knowing your designated shelter location. Identify it now before the pressure of an impending storm makes clear thinking difficult. Familiarize yourself with the quickest route to safety. The safest place to be during a tornado is typically an underground basement or a storm cellar. These locations offer the most protection from flying debris and the direct impact of the storm. If an underground shelter isn't available, your next best option is to choose an interior room on the lowest floor of your home or building. Make sure it's a room away from windows, which can shatter and cause injury. A small bathroom or closet can provide a degree of protection. When a tornado warning is issued, time is of the essence. Don't delay. Go to your designated safe space immediately. Every second counts when a tornado is approaching. Resist the urge to look outside to assess the storm's progress. Also, the old advice about opening windows to equalize pressure is a myth and a waste of valuable time. Your priority is getting to safety. Once you're in your shelter, protect yourself from potential debris. Use sturdy furniture like a table or workbench to shield yourself, and cover your body with blankets or sleeping bags for added protection. If you have access to a helmet, especially a construction or sports helmet, wear it. Head injuries are common during tornadoes, and a helmet can significantly reduce the risk. Never, under any circumstances, stay in a vehicle or a mobile home during a tornado. These offer little to no protection and are easily overturned or destroyed by strong winds. Instead, seek sturdy shelter in a reinforced building, such as a school, church, or community center designed to withstand high winds. If you're caught outdoors with no sturdy shelter available, your last resort is to lie flat in a ditch or low-lying area. Cover your head and neck with your arms to protect yourself from flying debris. After the storm has passed, remain vigilant. Watch for hazards such as downed power lines, which can be extremely dangerous. Report them to the authorities immediately. Be cautious of unstable buildings and structures. They may have been weakened by the storm and could collapse without warning. Staying informed through weather radios and having an emergency preparedness kit are vital components of tornado safety. Being informed, prepared, and proactive is your best defense against the unpredictable and destructive power of nature's fiercest winds. Remember, safety is paramount.